Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, my number 5 is a game called Trials Frontier on iOS. I played it on an iPad. Have you played this?
No.
You've not? Have you seen it? Do you know anything?
I know. Yeah, I've seen it a bit. I know what it is.
Okay. I mean, it's a little bit strange aesthetically. It's cartoonish, kind of almost done in a Joe Danger style, and it's set in this Wild West world with moody guitar music that sounds like it's out of Borderlands. And there's this sort of town hub and this saloon where people dare you to perform tricks and take on bad guys and find stuff. You win XP and currency. Some races net you equipment. Blah 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 blah. It's just it's just Trials basically on iOS, and it works fairly well. There's some plot involving a bad guy called Butch, and he must be stopped apparently. And he's this cackling guy in a bandana with a handlebar moustache, and every time he comes on, there's this trumpet noise. So I'm just like, that guy's all right. I don't want to do that guy over. But you're constantly earning parts of blueprints for new bikes that take an age to earn, and the game is very stingy with content. So you're endlessly going back to a few maps before you can move on. Go here and do certain tricks. Go here and do this. Go here and do that. It takes quite a while, I have to say, but before long you do start running out of fuel, so you have to buy some, and before long you have to wait on upgrades to take effect. You have to grind for gold or buy diamonds, etc., etc. I mean, it allows you to play for nothing for quite some time. But it does, it falls into the same trap as all iOS games. As fun as it can be, it also gets difficult as it goes on because the controls are imprecise by their very nature. This is not, Trials is not a touchscreen game. I can't think of any game in history that's been more specifically designed around a control pad. So you're looking at something that was only ever going to drive you to frustration eventually, because as it gets harder, you're just like, the controls aren't really up to it. It just becomes really, really aggravating. Technically, it's extremely accomplished. I mean, on iPad, it looks lovely. I mean, aside from a recurring glitch I had where I got stuck on the village hub screen and couldn't select anything, and I had to keep, getting out and sort of quitting the app and then jumping back into it. It kept happening. Aside from that, technically, it's a marvellous. And you can do things that you can do in the console Trials, like race friends' ghosts, as easily as you can. I mean, it's really, really slickly designed. It's in a way, it's almost about as good a Trials game on phones and tablets as it possibly could be, but the payment structure just stinks. And if ever a series was designed around a controller, yeah, like I said, I mean, I don't know, it does let you play for ages, but after a while, you have these gambling mini games of Wheel of Fortune and a fruit machine and stuff, and you can win stuff, and I don't know, it's not really, really aggressive, but as the game gets harder, you have no choice. I mean, I have a problem with that structure because once you pay, you're going to have to keep paying because it doesn't suddenly get easier.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's if you have an iPad, download it and look at it because it's a hell of a thing to look at, and it is entertaining. It's just, I was just left kind of thinking it was ultimately pointless.